Hello there, it's the Archivist from TradingCardArchives.com. I am just getting started for the weekend here. It's a Saturday morning where I am, and I have a couple things I want to do before I get started on the real videos, mostly because, as you can see from the title here, I have a new mat that I want to look at. I haven't opened it yet, so I don't even know what it looks like. We're going to see it all together here, and it might be horrible, and I apologize if that's the case. We'll just keep using that with this one then. But it might not be too. But before I do that, I want to let you know I did another break with the Bullpen LA. They're my local store, and I love supporting my local shop. But they also do a great job. If you ever watch one of their streams, which I highly recommend you do, on either Drip or Instagram, it's actually like a better stream on Drip. So it's like a 1080p stream. There's a lot better. But yeah, they do a great job, handling the cards, opening cards. They don't wear gloves. That's kind of not great, but a lot of breakers don't. They have to do it for like 8 hours, so I don't blame them. But but yeah, they this was a box of Bowman 2023 Mega Box for $50. So they broke this and sleeved it for $50, which is exactly the same price Blowout Cards will ship it to you for. And you get to, open it on a fun stream with Mitch was the one who broke this for me. He's the owner of the shop. He's always there. Such a nice guy if you ever want to go in and talk to him. Uh, yeah, so it was fun. Great experience. I actually got one numbered card even out of that box. It's a 98 out of 225, so not too bad. I don't know. I don't know. I know nothing at all about baseball, who any of these people are. So, but I just like the cards. Oh yeah, the chrome stock in here is very curvy. So I guess the Bowman 2023 chrome stock is a little curved. So be prepared to press that later or put it into top loaders. Um, but anyway, that's just something I did for fun over the week. So I have these cards now to deal with too. I'll binder those later. I won't make you watch that. But I'm really excited to show you this. I'm going to try not to show my address on stream, okay? But yeah, as you can see, it's from Inked Gaming, and I designed my own mat. So this is Gyriados from Pokemon. My son and I used to play the Pokemon TCG all the time, so we each have one of these mats. His is a Mewtwo one, and mine's this one. And we have a ton of cards. It's all from the like Roaring Skies era. So that when that crazy Shaman EX was out, that could like return to the battlefield. We have a bunch of those. When I bought those cards were like I think $80 each, or maybe even more. I think they're worth like $10 now or something. They're probably less. But they were great cards back then. I think I have two of them at least. Yeah. So anyway, I designed this map myself. Well, let me look at it first before I brag about how good my design skills are. But we'll see if it turned out, but I hope it did. I know Ink Gaming does a great job printing things, so very high quality mat. It feels actually like a finer cloth than this, and it has sewn edges, so it won't fray as well, fray as much. Look at that! Oh, that looks great! Wow! Oh my! So as you could tell, I'm very impressed. I hope it looks as good in camera, but this looks. They did an awesome job. Like, thank you, Ink Gaming. Holy wow! This is like a perfect rendition of the image I gave them, and I gave them a like an 8K image or something. You see, it has a logo and the website link on it, so I won't need to use this silly title anymore. I'll have this in the videos all the time. And it's a little bigger, so I can raise the camera up and get some more space, which I sorely needed for battles. But yeah, that is really nice. And so, if you've been on the website or even this channel, my avatar for this archivist character that I'm sort of playing here. I'm not actually named the Archivist in real life, but anyway, that's this sort of a character we've made up here. Uh, this is what that character looks like in my head. And I had one of those AI art programs. I actually run one myself here in my house on a gaming computer I have. And I had it draw sort of that vision for me. I was like, I want someone who's taking care of old books and things in an archive standing there. And I had to just draw a bunch of those. And then I picked the one that I thought was coolest. I thought this one with this nice blue cloak was just the best because, the character is kind of just standing there like, whoa, these are my archives. It's very serious, right? And so that's kind of what I want to try and do with the channel too. And also, I wear the blue gloves, so the blue cloak makes a ton of sense. And so what I did is I had it draw, if you know those programs, they can only draw squares. So I had it draw this square, and I had it draw it at 1080 something by 1000, like the biggest size that the AI could draw, but not bigger. So it drew the image maybe this big, right? And super tiny. This is a massive 8K render of it. So I then use a program called Pixelmator, which is fantastic Photoshop alternative on OS X Macs. So if you have a Mac, forget Photoshop. Do not buy Photoshop. Unless you get it for work or something great. But I don't want to pay for that program on a Mac. Get Pixelmator. Even the Pro version is only $30 or something like that, and it's fantastic. So I had it expand that image, and it does that using a different AI. Something called like a GAN enlargement AI, and it enlarged the image to be this 8K render, but still a square, right? So then what I did is I took this part of the image and this part of the image and mirrored it on each side. So this point in each bookcase, it's sort of mirrored, and you can kind of see like there's the same colors right on each side where I did the mirroring. But then I applied what's called an optical blur, which is a circular blur. So the blur radius is a circle around the main character looking out, as if you're sort of looking at it through the lens of a camera. And so that makes the place where I did the duplication blurred out, so it's harder to see. And I also used a kind of brush called the healing brush to sort of make it look a little different by cloning and heal, a mix of clone and heal in these areas. And so anyway, that's kind of how I made this and made it look, as blurred and cool on the sides. And then the logo, I just did typical graphic design for that. So anyway, I'm really happy with the way this turned out. So what I'm going to do is end this video here, and I'll set this mat up, and we'll use it for the next Cars and Coffee. I'll see you soon.